He's done it! He's done it! KOTOR Klij has just become the first warrior to win the solo aerials for the 4th consecutive time! I got something I want to say to everyone.
Are you getting this? I'm on it. Cueing the speech.
I want to say that while I've been happy to be a swoop duelist these last years, you just seen my last bout. It's time for somebody else, but I love all you guys, and I want to thank my trainers.
And I can't listen to this. What's he really babbling about? Who cares? He's not an amateur. He's a franchise player. He knows the rules. I don't get it. Why do these pampered athletes throw away their careers for personal causes? Even in wartime, sports are a big business, and few sports in the Republic are larger than dueling. What had been a blood sport run by crime lords went legit and galaxy-wide. When investors saw opportunity in a less-than-lethal circuit run by the gaming-obsessed Krish, savvy marketing created superstars, attracted sponsors, and gained full legal acceptance. Even as the League itself successfully lobbied for laws against competing in more deadly circuits, by the outbreak of the Mandalorian Wars, the franchise ruled the dueling universe. And as its capital, Jervo's world, Losen Industries' amazing network of arenas above Pantalomen. Adding an aerial dueling division to promote its swoop bikes, Losen gave the sport a rabid new fan base, and one willing to travel.
This is great, this is great, this is great! I can't believe I'm here! I finally made it!
Zayne, do you know where we're going?
Who doesn't? This is the Hall of Champions! Every kid with a swoop bike knows this place inside and out. It's the greatest speeder bike course anyone ever imagined, Jarael! Everybody big is ridden here. Major Terrence, the DeKel sisters, KOTOR Klij. KOTOR! I can't believe I missed seeing his last ride by just a few hours! I have the worst luck in— Attention patrons! The first qualifier for this year's Tandem Open is about to start in the Hub Arena. What luck! We're just in time! What? They call it the Dueling Duos, the biggest free-for-all of the year. Hundreds enter, all the best. They're fighting. I thought it was a race. That's part of it. You've got to take out your opponents to advance. But if you sit still, you're a target. We call it the Stun and Run. Everyone starts in the hub, but then they head off to the other pod arenas through the Scream Tubes. And every pod has its own environment. Some favor one racer, some another. When the action moves, we get the hologram here in the hub, so we don't miss a thing. In the tandem, 8 enter each round, and the last 2 standing advance. But there's no teams, so you never know who your friends are. Strategies constantly change. Is he dead? No, see the wristbands? Pain sensors. Hit the threshold, energy weapons temporarily shut down. All very safe. You're really into this. It was the saving grace of Terrace. Big swoop culture there. Duels, too. You lived there. You should know. I was busy. That's too bad. I used to say if I weren't a Padawan,
you'd let idiots chase you around trying to clobber you. Oh, wait, that is your life.
Griff, there you are. What's with the uniform?
Check the name tag. Wiring Inspector Bull Griff Mandrake at your service. It helps to have friends in the Union. It took a couple of weeks, but I'm in perfect position for us to rip off the franchise. I got a tip there's a delay in the feeds from the secondary arenas. Just a few seconds, but it's enough. The franchise takes bets on everything in a duel while it's going on, even who's next to land a punch. Jervo Thalion thought he could con me. Me! With you betting, it'll be a pleasure to bust out his operation.
But if we bet, aren't we taking money from the other bettors?
Details! You've been spending too much time around, Zayne?
You heard right, Duel fans. In honor of Gothar Klege's great victory and sudden retirement, Lawson Industries is offering a Gothar special, painted in the great hero's signature colors. And the first one here will go to the amateur placing highest in the open, where there are still slots available. See your competition steward to sign up.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Did you hear me when I said we got a job to do here? I've been setting this up for...
Gothar, Griff! I didn't have Jedi for heroes. I had him! Well, I'm not with the Jedi anymore, and I'm going to go for it.
This is the second worst date I've ever had.
Yeah, and after I went to the trouble to pick a mark who deserves to get hit.
Where all you got, Bardrin?
Yes, trying to find out. I can't believe you thought you were going to get away with it. In our own arena. Just listen to yourself.
I got something I want to say to everyone. I've been fighting at this level for years, and it's been good. But you don't know about the lower levels, where the franchise gets its fighters. It's bad.
What's bad is forgetting that we decide who sees and hears you. What's bad is forgetting your contract! You know the deal. You perform well. We treat you well. But you don't talk about the farm system. You do. And we cue the pre-recorded speech and send you back.
Fine. Do it then. At least I'll see my son there.
I figured that was what this was about. You haven't been back there since the solo season started, have you? Well, just maybe. I may be able to save the franchise the cost of a flight.
Obbin! That's here! I told you, Obbin's not ready for the arena. He may never be. He'll get killed out there.
He certainly might. Next time. Our players have been instructed to avoid him so he can advance. Their betters won't be happy, but our viewers expected to see a Klege in the Tandem Open. It's our job to see they get one. I figured you'd pull some stunt sooner or later. You're a player, Gothar, and that means you're an idiot. But I know you understand this. When duelists fight out of their class, mistakes happen.
Put me back in, Bardrin. I'll fight the tandem. Beside him.
Brackets are set, champ. If we put you in the last qualifier, you wouldn't meet until the end. But let's make it interesting. We'll put you in the open. If by some miracle you both win, you can retire for real. Both of you. No return to the system. But if either one of you loses, you're in for life. No more games.
Right. No more games.
Here comes Zayne Carrick. Just watch for the trail of debris. Can you believe it? An amateur on a rented bike in the next to last qualifier, and he's pulling it off. And what an amazing personal story. Recently exonerated of the horrific murders of the Terrace 4. This ex-Padawan has put himself into position to reach the next round.
Psst! Jarael! I've been calling winners down to you all day. How much money have we made?
None. I didn't place any bets. You're killing the plant.
It was first in line!
I'm sorry. Normally I enjoy your schemes, but I don't know. I guess I saw all these other fights people are betting on. The remote ones. They're brawls. Fighters of all ages, shapes, and sizes.
That's the system the franchise was built on. But there's a law now. Nobody dies. Usually.
I know that, but I don't know.
I know! It's a mutiny! You're no help. Slisk is medicated, and Zayne's run off to play! I can't believe I even went to the trouble to dig up a recording of KOTOR's last bout for him. I'd have been better off bugging Jervo's suite for blackmail or something. I could do that alone!
He's been through a lot, but I guess after all that, sometimes I forget. He's 19. I'm sorry, Griff. I haven't felt like myself either lately. And it's no more fun on the hot prospect, with Roland nagging me now to learn about the Force. Really, Zayne is the only person who wasn't pushing me to—
Here there! Stop! Hold it, Mandy scum!
Kabajanova! I bet we've got one of the Coruscant saboteurs here, coming to wreck the games!
Roland, what happened?
You were gone so long, I peeked out to see where you were. A mistake.
You better believe it's a mistake! I got a kid at the front, you monster!
It is a mistake. He's not a saboteur. He's with me.
With you? Lady, you've got some explaining to— Folks, you've got this wrong. Somebody directed her to the wrong department. I was just on my way to bring her back, to sign her client up for the open. He's not a Mandalorian. He's a novelty act.
A duelist? Dressed like that?
It's showmanship. Even down in maintenance, we know. To sell heroes, we need villains. This is, Spikes.
Sir, there's only one qualifying bout left, and the crowd will like it. Why not? But with KOTOR unretiring, I'm not sure even you can add much to the bars.
Hey! You wanted to be able to move around outside.
Soon, in the ready room.
We'll need to grind down these spikes to regulation, and we're refueling your jetpack now. And these colors are muted. Can we get you a fresh scheme that'll show up better on the holovid?
No, yes, I could use a new coating. I know someone who would prefer I not appear publicly in the old colors.
And here I thought you didn't want to come here.
I do have other priorities, Carrick, but perhaps this experience will help me achieve them. The criminal is right. I would like to set foot outside our ship in the Republican armor without starting a panic.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. That's the locker they've given, hello? I think I saw you in that earlier round. Are you all right?
He's my son, and he's not all right. He wasn't raised around other Gotus, so nobody taught him to filter out the electromagnetic signals we receive through our head cones. Every day is a struggle with madness. He won't even say my name. You're the Jedi Renegade.
Yeah. Zayne Carrick. I can't tell you how great it is to meet you, Master Cleage. I've watched you since I was a kid. I never dreamed I'd get to meet you, much less—
Your dream's over! You're in the next round with Aubin. You'll keep him in play, and alive, until the finals!
But I saw him earlier. He's barely able to function. How can I—
You'll do it, or I'll kill you! And I'll find the people you love, and I'll kill them too! The dream's over, Jedi. And so are the games.
Semi-final round in the Tandem Open, or, as the betters call it, the Call. Swoop duelists have to fly for all they're worth to stay in the game, presuming they want to be there in the first place.
Ah! Aubin, what are you doing? Hold on! Whoa!
The environment in the sub-arenas are crafted to confront riders with even more hazards. Hazards for some, help for others.
Aubin, you've got to stop moving. I'm trying to— Look out!
Is it? It is! I can't believe it, viewers! Aubin Cleage, the kid they now call KOTOR Shame, has made it through to the Tandem Finals. on the back of cleared Padawan killer Zayne Carrick. Literally. Okay. I'm just trying to remember that I'm having fun. And if you think that's a big story, check out the last semifinal on the other side of Jervo's world, where Spikes, the Mandalorian miscreant, is on the move. He's challenging the sport's great comeback king himself, KOTOR, defending the honor of the Republic.
That armored better not be for show, Mandy. You'll need it. Oh. Nah!
You fight like a brawler, alien. For me, it's a science.
Big talk, but this ends now!
Is that it?
That's it. Last two standing advance.
You fight like you are fighting for someone.
Yeah, Mandalorian. You too.
Zayne Carrick, let's go. Malik, Roland, Demagol, Lord Adaska, you're in a coma and you're dead. What do you want?
You.
What you are.
What you were meant to be. What you hide inside.
I'm not hiding anything.
You certainly are. You haven't told us the truth.
Of how you can do the things you can do.
Of who you were before Camper saved you. A pretty package.
With so many secrets inside, let's cut them out.
Jarael? Zayne! Thank the Force. Jarael! How could you? No, Zayne, you!
Forget the boy. He's not one of yours anymore. He's mine, now and forever. That's it, boys. You can have her.
No! No! No!
Yeah, I'm back on Hot Prospect. I should have figured you would have seen me on the holovid. No, I haven't forgotten what we talked about, what we planned. I guess after all those months on the run, I just needed to let loose, do something for me. But it's different now, because of KOTOR. I thought he just wanted his son to reach the finals, but he can get anything he wants, can't he? Wait, I think someone's here. Oh, hi Jarael, just talking to LB.
I'm sorry, I overheard a little. I was watching something earlier, something Griff lifted from the broadcast center. I think I know why KOTOR wants you to help his son. This recording, it's his last bout, his retirement speech. That's when he spoke, but this is what he really said.
You don't know about the lower levels, where the franchise gets its fighters. It's bad, very bad. Folks like me, kidnapped from colonies, whole generations of people raised in pens and forced to fight every day till we drop, all for nothing except maybe practice. The healthier ones come into the cricious smaller venues by the shipload. Some make it to the top, like me. Others, they're set back. Young, old, even our little ones have to fight. Fighting small aliens and each other every day of their lives. Please, do something. Somebody.
Slaves? In the franchise? I knew the league started with the Krish before swoop dueling came along, but I just can't believe it!
I do not understand Organics own droids. What is the utility of owning other organics? What else can slaves provide?
Simple. Entertainment value. Good night, Zayne. I hope you can help them.
Soon. You can't help us, renegade. Not your way.
It's true, then.
Yeah, the slaver gang that feeds the franchise is horrid. The only thing worse than fighting here is going back.
But what about all the advertisements you do? The product endorsements, the toys? You're Gothar Klege! Why don't you just leave?
I'm a franchise player, not a free agent like you. You amateurs fly in and fight when it suits you, but the franchise runs bouts and thousands of fighting classes across the galaxy, one every second. Duels only gamblers care about. The slavers supply the meat for the low-end duels, and when one of us gets big, it's the franchise that cashes in. Gothar Klege is their investment, and their product. They own everything I am. I've been fighting 'cause I hope to get Aubin out one day, not to see him here. Still, here's better than back there, with her.
Her? The gang leader?
I don't know her name, just what she was. Godel legend says Arcones can sense evil. I never believed it 'fore I was abducted, but if it were true, she sure would have provided the proof. But then, I wouldn't know. She got mad at me early on and did this.
Severing the horns of a Godel? Isn't that
a heinous act in our culture? That's why she did it. I had to learn to live on my other senses. It's why I can't help Aubin deal with the agony he's in. His mother could, until they killed her. He's getting signals from all around, but I can't help him cope.
Aubin? Aubin? I have something I hear too, Aubin. The Force. Sensations coming from someplace you can't see, like someone sneaking up behind you. I know, but not every sound is something out to get you. Think about your shadow. You have one, and everyone else has one too. You never think about it. It's just there. If you never think about your own shadow, then you really shouldn't let all the other ones bother you. Just focus on the light, not the reflections, and not the shadows. There you go, Aubin. Do it until you forget you're doing it.
I wish you could help, Carrick, but the finals are tomorrow, and winning may be our way out. I don't believe the offer Bardrin made, but we have a saying in the pens. False hope is better than none. You should try to win, both of you. You're good, very good, and it's why you're here, right? It's what you really want.
I should be able to travel openly with you now, Carrick. Let us win this and be finished with the place. And I saw you teach the Gotel boy. That was a Force technique. Why would you teach a stranger when your own friend needs your help? Jarael could learn the Force if only you'd...
Wrong place and time, Roland. And besides, she didn't ask.
Zayne Carrick, and where he is, that little rodent hieroglyph can't be far behind. Are any more of my enemies on my station, Bardrin? Perhaps hiding in the couch? Because I only flew in for the finals. I won't have time to see everyone. Relax, Jethro. There's nothing on the station we don't see. We didn't know Carrick was on your list, but he came in a ship with the woman that brought the Mandalorian. I figured she was an agent, though I'm not so sure now. I don't care! I want everyone Griff knows taken down before something happens. Something? Like what? Anything! Griff might talk the station guards into selling him their pants! I had the Mumos grab him off the streets of Chandrila to use in the Terrasop, and that turned into a disaster! Alright, Jervo. We'll throw every Snivian aboard in the drunk tank. That's just the start! Then there's Gothar Klege! I can't believe you put him back out there after what he tried to pull! If my investors knew that gang was feeding the circuit, I'd be gone in a heartbeat! I can't wait to get that woman back here to renegotiate before this thing totally unravels! And Gothar should be gone for good! You Krish are too fond of games! This is my money we're gambling with! Got used to living on real food, Skrilling? Well, don't worry. You won't have to go back to stripping corpses instead of companies. We're on the job. We can't just wipe out half the competitors before the finals, but we do control the arena and the weapons. And the other players are all our people, bought and paid for. We can take care of the problem in full view. Viewers know there have been tragic accidents in the ring before. They're about to see another. Tell the arena musician to warm up his sad stuff. They'll be dead before he can play a note. That's better! I like a sure thing. I actually hope that rodent hieroglyph is here. We'll see who's the real operator. That's right, you sleazy tabagoo. It's on now.
The tandem final's about to start. I need every hand for crowd control. Can't this wait?
No, it can't. Stop every Snivian and Arcanian offshoot you see. If we don't find Marn Hierogryph and his partner, there's no telling what kind of trouble they could cause.
Oh, this place is so crowded today. Now, tell me again, how this is all your doing, darling?
The music, my dear. The score I provide. That's the real secret to the franchise's success. Without my arousing melodies, the duels would have no meaning. I uncover the naked symmetry in the violence and give it voice for the masses. And I've composed a special score for today's combat, my masterpiece.
So exciting. I can't wait to hear it. And thank you so much for the box seat. I'll see you after the game, sweetheart.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
You owe me big, Griff.
Get in line! And you're the one that wanted to do something to help KOTOR and his kid! Did you get it?
Here, do what you need to before I change my mind.
You're the secret to the franchise's success, Crew.
You're the only thing keeping that crowd up there from drowning in its own filth. During a championship, they fill a trash bin a minute, so take your stations and keep those bins moving.
Hey, this is my section, Antique. Go find some scrap to load before I... Whoa. Never mind.
Terrific crowd, Bargerin. Any more customers and they'd be mashed against the security barrier.
Our crowds know duels, Jarael. Even with death matches outlawed, they can smell a bloodbath brewing. Your targets are going up against the meanest franchise players we've got, and we've provided an extra edge. We've removed the safeties from the Tagorian sisters' weapons, and the Tyloon Night Sorrow's claws have been soaked with venom. The Mandalorian giant is just mean. And there's something extra planned for KOTOR. There'll still be a stink over deaths in the ring.
It'll be a sports story, not a news story. Tragic last duel for the mighty champion, plus a few of his friends.
There was music last time, Zayne Carrick. Maybe they're still looking for the right funeral dirge. Roland, I don't know how we're going to do this.
I do. I have Desnivian on my helmet comlink. Grief has a plan.
That's a line I never wanted to hear before. We've got a plan, KOTOR. We can help you beat the franchise once and for...
Too late, renegade. I'm gonna have my hands full keeping Auburn here alive.
Even if you defeat all of them, and us, you cannot escape the franchise alone.
You probably never heard my slogan, Mandalorian. It's what's inside that counts.
The Musgoth Riders.
Such pain I have never...
Enervation coils! Your safety wristband should have deactivated this stuff before now.
I would suspect the rules have changed.
Carrick, I need you! My accelerator's jammed, and there's no brakes! You gotta take Auburn!
Easy, easy, come on, Auburn. I got you. Whoa! Auburn! Auburn!
Ah! Ah! They got my blaster too! Yeah! Ah! Died!
That's my boy. Ugh. All right, Carrick, we'll play your hand, but my brakes are still out.
Maybe we can use that. Follow my lead. Back to the hub arena. Up ahead. Take him, sister. A couple of shots from these will crack open that armor of his. Ah! Remember the section I told you about, Gothar?
It'll be a pleasure. You're through, Gothar! Wait! Don't speed up! You'll kill us both! Just what you said. I'm through.
Gothar, this way!
Find them now! You, musician, play something! Act like this is part of the show! Yes, sir, but I still can't find the data cube with my score! I can't! Wait, there it is! Here goes!
Where the franchise gets its fighters, it's bad. Very bad. Folks like me, kidnapped from colonies. Whole generations of people raised in pens.
What voice? It's Gothar Cleage!
And forced to fight every day till we drop. All for nothing, except maybe practice.
This is my data cube, but it isn't my score!
If my investors knew that gang was feeding the circuit, I'd be gone in a heartbeat! That's me!
Gotcha!
Shut it off! Shut it off!
I'm trying, but I can't!
Viewers know there have been tragic accidents in the ring before. They're about to see another.
Baldrin, do something, you idiot! Distract everyone!
We have a winner!
Soon, at a Pantaloman spaceport.
Glad to see you made the rendezvous, Roland. Or should I say, champ? I want the toy license.
I suppose the notoriety has had its benefits, Snivian. Though I have no idea what to do with this Gothar special. I do, if you don't mind sharing with someone disqualified for leaving the arena. I can't believe I rode in the Tandem Open and left with only a stolen trash bin. But it's what's inside that counts.
That's my old line, Carrick, but we appreciate it. Are we really free and clear?
The franchise pulled the same trick, making sure events in the arena weren't broadcast to the galaxy. But this time, everyone in the stands heard. So I'm sure Jervo's up to his jowls in tough questions.
And when people hear from you, everything will change. We can take you to people who make sure of that, and who can get Aubin the help he needs.
But what about you? I know you wanted to be a duelist.
Games are fun, but some people are fighting things for real. Makes sense to help them first. And come to think of it, I see someone I need to talk to. Hey, Jarael! Listen, I know we haven't talked about your Force talents, but if you do want advice in dealing with them, I'm here. I may not be the guy to ask, but, well, I'm here. Thanks. I'm sorry I've been preoccupied. I just never had a good feeling about that place. But I'm glad we could help your friends. They'll have a better life now. Better than the one that they left.
Keep away! You stay away from me! From us! You can't be here!
Why can't she be here? Because she's an offshoot.
No! Because of those! The marks! Don't you know what they are? Don't you know what she is?
Gothar, stop! What are you talking about?
Everything you've done has been a lie, Carrick. I never want to see your face again! If you're the person you say you are, you never be around her!
Jarael! Jarael, come back! What was that about? Gothar acted like he knew you.
I've never met him before, but he knows the marks. It's been so long. I hoped no one knew what they meant anymore. Otherwise, I wouldn't have stayed another minute. I never knew what your tattoos meant. Jarael, before Camper found you, were you a slave? No, Zayne. I was a slaver. Good night.
We've had people outworking the media ever since it happened. We might yet contain this thing. But Losyn Industries and the franchise can't have anything more to do with the Crucible. So we're quits. We'll make a severance payment, after which I never want to see you again.
You never will.
Wait! What? He's our money man, Shantik.
They'll send another. Was she here?
Here and gone. She wore the flames of the Crucible. I thought she was with you.
She was. But not anymore. You can't hide from me, Jarael. And you, and anyone who helps you, will pay.